Sci-Fi movie nerds, and welcome to another episode of the Sci-Fi Movie Guy. I've got Jason here from Trench Run Rebels. Hello. And we're talking really quickly. This is just a quick bit of Star Wars news because I've been a little late to the party when it comes to talking about Episode 9 and what's going on with their directors.
Mm-hmm.
So
big news, big shakeup.
If you haven't heard, and I'm sure you have by now, Colin Trevaro was removed from this.
Yes, he was.
They're not saying he was fired. They're saying they parted ways, but this is a firing.
From what I've heard, he's been incredibly difficult to work with, and apparently on some of his old films, there's lots of stories about him being incredibly difficult to work with, and Lucasfilm is in charge.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy is in charge, and the powers that be, they're in charge. You can come in with the ideas, but if you come in trying to run the show, they're going to show you the door.
And we know that from the other problems they had with other movies. And
exactly.
So the thing about this is, and what makes this that we should talk about it was, at first they offered the movie to Rian Johnson. They said, do you want to close it out? Do you want to finish what you started in episode 8? And he said, no. I'm excited to sit back and be a fan again and see what they do with episode 9. He would have been my first choice as director, but they didn't go that way. So what did they do? They brought back a known person, a known director that they've already worked with, and they brought back J.J. Abrams from The Force Awakens. He is closing it out because he started it. He's going to finish it.
Yes.
So, Jason, I'm going to let you go first. A, are you okay with them removing Colin Trevaro? And B, what do you think about J.J. closing it out?
I'm fine with them removing Colin Trevaro because, I mean, he did Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie.
There's
not a lot of meat to it. Dinosaur meat, but there's not a lot of meat to it as far as like something that really holds you. It was great eye candy, but it's Star Wars. You got to have the eye candy, but you got to have something that wants you to come back and back and back and back.
And this is the Return of the Jedi of this trilogy.
You've
got to close out big.
Yeah, and you got to close out on a positive note, right?
Yeah.
As from everything that we've heard, little bit that we've heard from Last Jedi, it's going to be a darker movie. You know, we're going to have that second act where things go a little bad for our heroes. So we got to turn that around and close it out strong with a positive, upbeat movie. J.J. Abrams being hired for this, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm actually excited about it. I know there's a lot of people that were hating on him for making the all-time #1 movie in box office history.
Domestically,
yep. You know, and sure, you could talk about maybe some issues with it, Phasma. And you could talk about how it's a repeat of those. I don't think JJ set out to make a repeat, but they needed to do that to bring everyone back into the Star Wars universe. I think J.J. Abrams doing the final installment, I don't think it's going to be a rehash of Return of the Jedi. No. I don't think we're going to get that. He's done that. Everyone's back into the Star Wars universe. We're going to go dark. Now he's going to bring it back into, you know, the turnaround, and the heroes win the day. But it's going to be something new. And J.J. Abrams is a good enough filmmaker that, you know, we're not going to see that kind of stuff. We may see some lens flare, but we're not going to see a rehash of Return of the Jedi.
So here's my pet peeve, and I'm a little bit pissed off. I'm not going to lie. I'm heated. I heard all these people saying that The Force Awakens is just a rehash of A New Hope. Well, you know what? That's crap. It is not a rehash. Yes, we had something like a Death Star. Yes, we had a young Rey that can compare it to Luke. Yes, we had a young Finn. We can compare that to Leia, I guess. And yes, we had a young Poe. Compare that to Han Solo. You know what? I'm sorry. JJ took tons of risks with this movie. Mm-hmm. He put a female lead. Okay, that has not been done. I don't care what you people say about Leia. Leia was not the lead. Luke was the lead.
Yep.
Okay? She was a great supporting character, but Rey's the lead in this movie. That's a huge risk. Now all you people that said that and said, oh, this is just a rehash, now you're saying, oh, I don't want J.J. Abrams to do this because Ryan Johnson's doing such a good job on Last Jedi. You haven't seen The Last Jedi. It hasn't come out yet. It could be a giant flop. Do I think it will be? No. Okay? So you can't have it both ways, guys. J.J. Abrams took huge chances in The Force Awakens, and you're bitching because it's too much like A New Hope.
It's too much like Star Wars.
The one of the greatest movies of all time. The thing that we
Wars?
love about Star Wars. Yeah, okay. Keep complaining. You're complaining for the sake of complaining. Now, the thing that I may have an issue with would be that J.J. Abrams has always been great at kicking things off. He kicked off Lost. It was incredible. And then he walked away. And yeah, it went downhill near the end. Sure. J.J. Abrams is great at creating something and going, here you go, guys, run with it. But I totally believe that J.J. Abrams is going to close this out so strong. I have no issues with this. Yes, I had issues with some of J.J. Abrams' choices in the new Star Trek. Into Darkness with Khan. I had a few...
He's not Khan, people.
Yeah.
Okay, JJ.
And that's fine. Yeah. We know JJ lies to us. Yeah. He's good at it. I had a few issues, but that doesn't mean he can't make great movies. He's going to make a great wrap-up. Yeah. I'm fine with this choice. And all you people out there that aren't, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're a moron.
I think the one thing that's going to be this, not the saving grace, but the thing that's going to sell it for me is that he had such a great relationship with Lawrence Kasdan writing The Force Awakens. I believe Lawrence Kasdan's going to come back into the mix, and they worked well together to write that story.
Well, and Matt Reeves, they've got Matt Reeves in to do the script as well. Lawrence Kasdan and Matt Reeves are writing the script for episode 9 now. They've completely thrown out. And Matt Reeves, he's a good writer.
So is JJ not writing at all?
JJ is only going to have creative control.
Okay.
So he's coming in to help steer the ship, help give the ideas, but he doesn't want to write the script. He's going to give the storyboard and then say, guys, give me the script for this. And it's Kasdan and Reeves.
Okay.
Which is fine with me.
I'm totally fine with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And JJ can make a shiny movie. So it's going to be shiny. It's going to be beautiful to watch. And with Kasdan Reeves writing the script, what's the problem?
Yeah, there is no problem. Again, yes, would I have liked Ryan Johnson to close it out? Sure. But if Ryan Johnson closed this movie out, we would not have a happy ending. Let's just throw it right there. Ray'd be on the dark side. R2 would be in a scrapyard. Phasma would probably be running the universe. That's how Ryan Johnson thinks.
Right.
JJ doesn't think that way. And I don't need my Star Wars Episode 9 to end on that note.
Right. It's coming back. It's like we said, it's going to be a happy ending. It's Star Wars trilogy. And, well, Revenge of the Sith didn't necessarily end happy.
But it had to end bad.
Yeah, it had to, just because where we went to in the next trilogy. This being new Star Wars, though, I've heard them talk about, yes, they're doing this new trilogy with the old cast to kick it off for the new cast, and we may get a second trilogy.
Yeah, they're doing 10, 11, and 12, but they're saying 10 years down the road because they want the actors to age.
Okay.
So I don't think it'll be 10 years. I think 5 or 6. I think they'll have a break, do a few more standalones, and then they'll bring it back. But I still don't think they're going to leave us on a dark note.
No, they won't.
No.
I don't think so at all.
So, you know what? All you guys that hate JJ, I want to hear in the comments all of his successes. Why isn't he a good director? Tell us, please. I dare you. I will respond to every comment that I see down in the comments section, and I will have a rebuttal. JJ is a good choice.
Do it. Comment. Let's see it.
So, thank you for watching. Let us know what you think. Jason, where can the good people find you on social media?
Hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Vintage Star Wars. You can follow me, like me, hate me, do whatever. I'm there.
And I'm on Facebook and Twitter at Movie Guy Sci-Fi. And remember, everybody, nerds rule the world.